Hey peeps, Platy is back. I haven't actually done a chat video for a little while, at least it feels like a little while, so I apologize for that. Things have been pretty hectic. My mother started her second round of chemo last week, and it has been a little bit rough for her and for all of us. As the second round of chemo was supposed to be a little bit worse than the first round of chemo, but she's doing good, which is great. So yeah, it feels like a lot has happened. We heck, just had a mind blank. We are doing well. My little one is about 3 months old now, and he is really cute. He's learning to smile and giggle, and it's really adorable when he laughs in his sleep. So anyway, today's subject is going to be pregnancy and possibly labor. Now keep in mind, pregnancy is not the same from person to person or from pregnancy to pregnancy, much like migraines are. So my story is going to be a little bit different than someone else's story. We actually found out the day after we got back from our honeymoon that I was pregnant, and we didn't actually go on our honeymoon until about a month after we got married. So it was a little bit fast. Most people recommend that you wait a year before you start having children so that you can get a chance to get to know your spouse or your partner. For us, we weren't exactly trying to get pregnant, but we weren't trying to avoid it either. So we got pregnant the day, or figured out that I was the day after we got home from our honeymoon, which was in Florida. And things were pretty crazy for me from there. I had morning sickness my entire pregnancy, and that was really, really miserable for me. I could not eat anything in the morning without getting sick. So I pretty much just had water for breakfast, and then had a really, really late second breakfast / early lunch, where I would only eat just a little bit amount at a time because my stomach was not happy with me. Yay, pregnancy. And that is fairly typical for a lot of pregnancies, is the morning sickness. Most people will only get it through the first trimester. Some people will get it the first and the third trimester. I was lucky and I got it the entire pregnancy. Unfortunately for my husband, it was not something that he had really witnessed or experienced before, so he kind of hovered a little bit, which I find really cute. But he was quite worried about me at times. For a majority of my pregnancy, actually, it was only about a couple of weeks before my son was born that I actually started getting hot flashes. A majority of my pregnancy, it was freezing, and it was funny because it was actually fairly warm where we were living, so I was wearing sweaters and had like 6 blankets on at night, and it was an exciting adventure. Most people would tell me, that's odd, you're not supposed to be cold majority of your pregnancy, but I was, so that was normal for me. When I started getting to feel the movements of my baby, which they call quickening, and that was around, I want to say about 24 weeks, I noticed that he liked to be on one side when I slept, and I couldn't sleep on the other side, which is the left side, and they recommend you sleep on your left side, something to do with stomach and heartburn and something, and also because it's supposed to help you breathe better and have better blood flow to your baby. But for me, my child did not like that side at all, and he let me know, so I had to sleep on my right side. And that was exciting for me, and the doctors were like, well, try sleeping on your left side, and I was like, but I can't sleep on my left side, and they're like, well, I guess you can sleep on your right side, but it'll be a little bit harder for you, and it actually wasn't harder for me, but that's just, my little boy he's special, and I love him very much. But he did not like my left side at all. As he got bigger, he would get hiccups all the time, and that was really exciting for me as I felt it in my chest as well as in my lower abdomen. It was really cute, and you listen to it on the heart monitor when you go into the hospital. They attach this thing to your stomach where you can hear the heartbeat, and you couldn't hear his heartbeat because he was hiccuping, but the hiccups sounded really cute. My little one gave me several pregnancy scares, and they thought that I had, or not pregnancy, but labor scares, and they had thought that I had preeclampsia, and everything came back normal. All of the tests they did came back negative for preeclampsia. But I went into false labor, I want to say about 4 times in the last trimester of my pregnancy. And they actually did the monitoring thing to see if I was having the contractions, and 2 of those times I was actually having legitimate contractions. And I could have gone into labor, but they decided to give me medication to stop it. And I found out that I'm allergic to both of the medications that they used. One of them made my skin rash, and I broke out in hives. The other one actually made my tongue swell, and I started having a hard time breathing. Fortunately, the reactions weren't super severe, and I didn't need any further medication to stop them, or stop the reactions, and they did stop the labor, at least temporarily. The first medication I took stopped it, and then we ended up going back the next day because I was having the contractions again, and they didn't know exactly why. They just said, well, I guess this is what it is, and you're gonna have to live with it, as we can't give you any more medications to stop the labor because you're allergic to the ones that we gave you. Just lie down and drink lots of water, which is something they will tell you, is to drink lots of water. If you are dehydrated, that can trigger early labor. If you're stressed, it can also trigger early labor. So that's something to look out for, is to stay hydrated. That is very, very important. I bought packages of water bottles so that I could have something to drink during the day, and that helped a lot. My little boy was very, I'm not sure facetious is the right word, but he was very active, especially at night, which is also normal for babies. He would wedge his toes in my rib cage and then pull down once he'd turned and was head down. He would stick his toes in my rib cage and then try to pull my rib cage down with him. And that was not a pleasant thing for me. It hurt a lot. And he got a kick out of it. He thought it was funny. And I could tell he thought it was funny because he would let me know. He liked to dance inside, and that was an exciting adventure. My husband got really excited the first time he felt my son move, or our son move, and it was really fun to watch his eyes light up like a little schoolboy. So, I'm reaching almost 10 minutes now, so I don't want to keep my video too long. So I guess I can talk about labor in the next video. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in chat, and I will address them in my next video as well. I'm saying a lot. Sorry, that's kind of a subconscious tick thing that I do. So yeah, if you have any other questions about my pregnancy story, I know that was kind of short and really fast. Well, not really super detailed, but I'm also at my 10-minute mark, and I try to keep my videos around 10 minutes or shorter. So, yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in chat, and I will address them in the next video. we will talk at you again at another time. Peace out.